How to create a database report. Well, boys and girls, remember that a database report is an object used to organize, group, and summarize some or all of the data from a database table or query. So here we have a database table, and the name of our database table is customers. We want to create a very simple basic report. So the first step in creating a report, boys and girls, we want to look on the ribbon or the toolbar, menu bar, and we're going to select create. We want to create what? A report. So here we have all the things that we can do for our report. And I think for our purposes, we need to pick the report wizard, which can help us to create a simple basic report. Right? So we're selecting report wizard. Now in this box, boys and girls, it's telling us that where information is coming from our table named customer, and that's exactly what it's coming from. Now these are our fields that we can choose to have in our report. And what we're going to do, we're going to create a report on our customers' favorite flowers. So one thing I think we need to have is the customer's first name. Alright, notice this is in the available fields, and we have highlighted or selected it. We tell it that we want to put it in our selected fields. And if you notice, boys and girls, first name is no longer in available fields because we have selected it. Last names would also be very good for us to have, and let's select that. And favorite flowers, since this is what our report will be about, our customers' favorite flowers. So let us select that. Now for our purposes, this is all that we need for right now. So let's go to next. Okay, boys and girls, since you can sort records by up to 4 fields, so even when we do a report, boys and girls, we can sort our records. So let me show you how to do that. We're going to select the field that we want to sort, and you remember sorting means that you're going to put the records in some type of order, either in ascending or descending order. Do you remember what ascending and descending order is? If you said ascending order is sorting our records from least to greatest, A to Z, 1 to 10, you are absolutely correct. And if you said descending order is to arrange our records in greatest to least, Z to A, 10 to 1, you are also correct. So let us put our last name in ascending order. So we choose our last name. And by the way, boys and girls, if we wanted to make it descending order, all we have to do is click on ascending and it changes to descending order. But for our purposes, we're going to have it in ascending order. And then we choose next. Here, boys and girls, is our orientation again, which is the way text is printed across the page. And if you remember, it is already highlighted on portrait. Do you remember why? If you said that it is because it is the default setting, it comes from a factory already preset, you would be absolutely correct. And again, portrait is like a picture. The printing is across the short edge by the long edge. And here we have landscape also that we can choose, and that printing is across the long edge by the short edge. But for us and our purposes today, we're going to choose the portrait setting. We want like a picture. Then we will click next. What title do we want for your report? Well, since we're talking about our customers' favorite flower, I think that would be a good title. Customers' favorite flower. Right? Very good. Now we have here preview the report, which is exactly what we would like to do. That's all the information a wizard needs to create your report. And do we want to preview the report or modify the report's design? I think we pretty much have it set the way or formatted the way we want to have it. So we're going to preview the report. All we have to do next, if you notice, next is not highlighted, so we can't choose next. We could either cancel or go back or finish, but we're going to select finish. And here is our report, boys and girls. Remember, the 3 fields that we chose was the last name, the first name, and the favorite flower. Our last name, boys and girls, if you remember, it is in an order. It is in ascending order, A to Z. So we have from the B's all the way to the W's, A to Z. And we have our first name, and we have our favorite flower. If you notice, they're not in a particular order. Only the last name is in a sort order, which is what we told it to do. The next thing, after we have created our report, boys and girls, we can save it. And all we need to do is right here and click on Save As. And then, of course, boys and girls, we would want to print it. If we want to print it, we would just click on the icon, the printer icon, and like we've discussed before, we'll tell it OK. Or if we have that we want to create or print more than 1 copy, we tell it how many copies we want and then tell it OK. That is how to create a very simple and basic report.